A lot of people ask me about why I became a lawyer. They want to understand how it happened, and they try to juxtapose it with the fact that I'm a man of God, a prophet, and basically to help someone understand. I was called as a prophet at a very young age. But then the challenge that was there, which even delayed my getting into ministry at some point in time, was the fact that I was very academically gifted growing up. So someone just thinks about maybe something that they can just imagine and put it in the context of what they think their own appreciation of the men of God they grew up knowing, who maybe did not go to school, who maybe did not attend school to such a level as I did. So you see, it even was a problem for me in furthering the gift of God and in also manifesting it to the fullest, because I was so intelligent growing up that even during my O level I was in the science class. So this is something that many people perhaps would need to understand. You see, it's like our appreciation of the conventional men of God is, the men of God in your area who did not go to school really. Maybe if they went, they dropped out of school and life went on and they pursued their life as a man of God. However, with me it was a bit different, because, not a bit, but radically different, because growing up, I was someone who used to perform exceptionally academically. So that is what then led me to do law. I studied law. I have an LLB. So that's a degree that I have, and by the grace of God as well, I managed to score 17 distinctions in my at degree level. But even when I was doing my degree, I had already studied administration. So these high scores in academics came up even though I was pursuing my ministry work. So this is something that perhaps someone might need to know and appreciate, that the journey of Prophet Advocate Joshua as a man of God is not the ordinary one. It's an extraordinary journey, trying to strike that delicate balance between pursuing academics and also furthering the interests of the kingdom. So that is how I became a lawyer. But I also thank God, because it also aided me in ministering, seeing as it is that ministration nowadays is extremely difficult if you don't have something that you do. And that's a message that I have for other ministers who are upcoming. You need something that you do, because you need substance. And many times we lose it because we try to push people and do a lot of things. But in my line of ministry, I started having partners when I was already in ministry. I'm glad to say that I am the largest and biggest partner in PMI. I thank God for that. Ever since it started, I was the largest partner in the administration. So financially, I remain the largest partner, because I'm someone else outside the prophetic calling. I think Paul, it's an example. The Bible says he was a maker of tent. I think Luke, for example, the Bible says he was a doctor. So be someone else outside your calling, outside. I'm not saying it's bad if you're not someone else outside your calling. Destinies differ really, but this is a suggestion that I have for everyone who is upcoming as a prophet or a pastor. I'll meet you in my next